The veteran kicker, Robbie Gould, set to get us started. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. They're led out by last season's comeback player of the year. In his third season now, it's Joe Burrow.
Hey, we all love a good story, and what we like even more, guys who can fight through adversity. Joe Burrow coming out of high school, goes to Ohio State, doesn't get a chance to start, transfers to LSU, not thought to be a top prospect, ends up the #1 pick in the draft, and justifies it. Tremendous play, excellent mobility, and leadership off the charts.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
From the 29, Burrow to the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch it, turn upfield, and pick up the first down.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game, watching him try to take away that area of the field.
On 4th down, Matt Hawk is on to punt. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. They'll be led out by last year's Super Bowl champion QB in his 14th NFL season now out of Georgia, Matthew Stafford.
And Matthew Stafford was taken first overall in the 2009 draft, and he certainly played like a top pick. Throughout his career, he's been one of the most prolific passers in the league, and there's no reason to believe he's going to slow down his production anytime soon. Not only that, he's also one of the tougher quarterbacks in the league as well.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Stafford. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. He's going deep for Brown, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Good, clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Jalen Waddle deep to return it. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They begin with Henry, and he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now it's Burrow. Flush to his right, and he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
Now that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the 1st down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. This returnable for Ayuk. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their 2nd drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Meanwhile, Stafford's throw complete there to Johnson. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Stafford now to throw. Over the middle to Smith. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Stafford. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 35.
And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Yeah, and that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact and in his mind just screamed, "Out of my way," and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact. First carry for Najee Harris.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Stafford. And Jones has it over the middle. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. First catch so far for Julio. He's got a 1st down.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
From the 8, they've got it 1st and goal.
From the gun, here's Stafford. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Noah Fant from 8 yards out. And the Niners put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. That time a 6-play drive.
And it's Noah Fant who caps things off with the touchdown.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field.
They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And some space here. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis 1st down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out in the running game.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They keep it with Henry on 1st down. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now Burrow. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Henry up the middle. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
To throw again on second down, Burrow. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
Now Burrow. It's complete. This is Derrick Henry. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 17-yard line. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Henry running right. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
And that's the type of play that'll fire up the defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Burrow looking to pass. They set up the screen for Henry. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
And that's all about recognition right there because he's got to go from pass rush mode to pursuit mode, what defensive line coaches like to call retracing. And he's able to retreat and make the tackle for just a short gain.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. An extra DB for the 49ers now on third. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Throw right side. Caught by Goddard, the tight end. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
They'll run. It's Henry. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Derrick Henry taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Colts' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. So they only needed a couple of feet there on 4th down, but they got more than that and then some as he takes this into the end zone.
And I love your description right there, right? 4th and short. They got that. No problem. Let's go ahead and get the rest of it. Finish it off in the end zone. Touchdown. Everyone goes away happy on that one.
Rodrigo Blankenship now for the PAT. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Getting set to go again, Matthew Stafford trots back onto the field. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route, too.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Third and 2, Stafford. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. To the air again, Stafford. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing is Stafford. Johnson's got it complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. A pass underneath for Fournette. And he's going to get this down near the 25. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt. The kick by Gold is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. Takes it at the 7. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everyone, to our brand-new studios here in downtown Orlando in the EA Sports Halftime Report. First up, though, a look at the next-gen stats for the Niners in that first half. And their passing game has been the reason why they lead thus far. They've had great success moving the ball through 2 quarters of play. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they did not have quite the same amount of success in the passing game that their counterparts did, as you get a look at the numbers there.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half from the 6. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The 49er offense set to go to begin quarter number 3. This offense set to begin the third quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll try the air now with Stafford.
Oh, Johnson, nice grab. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one good for 37 yards.
It doesn't look like this defense found the magic elixir at halftime. This offense was rolling in the first half, and that's continued here in the third quarter. Another big play right there.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Stafford. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Colts are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. Their defense did its job, forcing the takeaway there to start the half, and now can the offense follow suit?
And you'd better believe that one side of the ball feeds off the work of the other, so they'll want to come out, establish some rhythm, and go down and take the lead.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 54 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender, and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They go play action with Burrow. Wide open is Watkins. He's got it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Well, that is a running back who was not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
And with a guy his size, you have to know defensively that arm tackles aren't going to fly with him. You have to be able to wrap up, or else he can just brush tacklers aside like they're not even there.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 41. Now it's Burrow. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
A 1st down carry for Henry. He'll take it inside the 25.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
2nd and 8 coming up.
Now it's Burrow. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Indianapolis. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. The offense on third down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. Blankenship's kick is good. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the fourth quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. Some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth quarter. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Give him 30 yards there.
A very nice job right there, working the middle of the field, able to create some separation and then utilize it to not just make the catch, but turn upfield once he got the ball in his hands.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Up the gut, Fournette. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Fournette once more on 2nd down. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down and 6.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
So they'll try to move the ball closer here on 3rd down. A field goal from this spot would be just inside of 60 yards, 59 to be exact. Pass to Brown. He's got it on the crossing route. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 30. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Play action. Stafford. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. Here's Stafford. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Stafford. Caught on the right side by Jones. So the completion gets him just a yard, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This for the lead in the final stages. The kick by Gold is good, and they will take the lead at 13-10. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Now it's Gold after splitting the uprights to kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles. On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Well, that's what you get, apparently, when you try to take on a Pro Bowl cornerback. I mean, what a play there to make the interception and also bring it back for 6.
And he is so good that we've seen teams absolutely stay away from throwing the ball at him. Here, he's just reading the quarterback's eyes the entire way, makes a great play on the football, and turns it into 6.
Now Gold for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This one fielded at the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So the Colts now down 20-10. And time, a huge factor. Their offense has struggled all night, and now they need to find 2 scores late to try to pull this thing out. To throw, Burrow. He's got it complete to Waddle. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And Burrow's saying, let's go, let's go. Burrow, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Fred Warner, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Fournette running out of the gun. And he'll take this down to the 33. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Harris running straight ahead, and he'll get this down to about the 31-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. On the delay, here's Harris. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This from 44 yards out, left hash. The kick by Gold is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Now it's Gold after splitting the uprights to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Now it's the Colts' turn. Trailing in this one now. A little over a minute to go. Field goals, useless at this point. They need 2 touchdowns, and they need them in short order. throwing. Burrow. Pass complete. Goddard. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Niners are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? They had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
The 49ers offense making its way back out there. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Stafford down to a knee, and with it, he's going to ensure his guys a victory.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right? Just us against the world and get it done. How happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. So the victory here for San Francisco, and it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets, defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.